cause of all evil. Europeans must go away. They must leave their land to these newcomers, to these immigrants, and it's our destiny to just vanish into the dim of history. Yes, it's a fashion. It sounds fashionable in the liberal mindset, but it will not really cause our downfall, because we are going to fight back. Always, when a community or an individual is attacked or threatened, the individual or the community fights back. And we are just about to reach that moment when we are fighting back. At the moment, these suicidal ideas are still like fashionable, but that is about to change. And when that changes, the entire history will change. Once again, Europeans will fight back. They will reclaim their land. They will never let anyone outsider take it. All we have to do is wait, because it's coming. It's closer than we even thought. Things may start changing tomorrow. So, I'm definitely an optimist. It is going to be the most revolutionary moment in our history, when the dark corners of our being are awakened. The beast that has been rattling its chains for decades. The liberals thought that they had killed the beast. The liberals thought that they had managed to castrate the Europeans, to render them harmless, so that you can just push them away when the moment comes. But the beast, this will to live, is still there. It's been rattling its chains for several years now. But the liberals thought that they had destroyed it, that it would never come back. But it's coming back. And when we finally come to term with our animal side, the dark side, the good side, the energy, the passion, the rage, the insanity, it is going to be most healing moment. We are not just these sterile intellectuals who are willing to be treated. We are not just these leftist intellectuals who have no. It's going to be the most revolutionary moment in our history. The beast is awakened. It will fight back. The collective being of Europeans will be electrified. From Ural Mountains to Lisbon, they will be all united. They will be this collective animal that is fighting for its survival in this world. And that will be so wonderful. It will be an experience. It will be something absolutely magnificent. Liberals, of course, they are to be blamed for all this. The liberals, oddly enough, they are the ones who created all this mess. And they actually are going to create their worst nightmare. After the Second World War, the entire European and Western civilization since the Second World War is a constant reaction against what happened back then, 1933, 1945, and actually to all the nationalist wars and bloodshed and destruction that took place since early 19th century. And the liberals vowed that this would never happen again. Well, we must admire. This sounds beautiful at first. But the liberals, in their foolishness, they went too far. They thought that they can erase this absolutely crucial part of our psyche, of our psychology, of our being, and replace it with some leftist nonsense about human rights and democracy, and at the same time flood our continent with immigrants, with brutal, vicious immigrants who are turning our societies unbearable to live in. Had the liberals been more moderate in their aspirations, had If our problems were just some kind of economic liberalism, things wouldn't be that bad. But no, the liberals, they wanted everything. They wanted to change us completely. Basically, it's the same thing that happened in Soviet Union. Also in Soviet Union, they wanted to create something new, a new Homo Sovieticus, something that had never been before, but under the excruciating dictatorship, you could forge these new people, these enlightened communist people. But it failed. The liberals also had a very similar agenda. They thought that you could do the same, but this time it would be an intellectual, tolerant, rational, liberal, always willing to step aside and make room for any rowdy, violent intruder, intellectualizing to himself why I once again stepped back and made room to these infiltrators. So the liberal dream is about to fall apart. The leftist liberal dream. Yes, the liberals have built their fantasies in a world where economy was booming and the wealth was accumulating in the Western world. But now we are facing a situation where the economy will collapse. So the economic basis for this fantasy world is falling. So obviously the liberals have nothing to offer now when we are fighting for our survival. So the liberal dreams are being shattered by the excruciating pressure of the world economy. So this is going to be very interesting, very, very interesting indeed, and uplifting to see how the entire Western world is rearranging itself, ready to face these new challenges, ready to fight back in order to survive. Because that's the point, the will to survive. The accepting yourself that this is my land, I have a claim to this land, it's a legitimate claim, and nobody can take it away from me. This is my land, this is my country, these are my people, this is my history. I have been here, my people, my kin have been here since the Ice Age, 40,000 years. I'm not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. They are going. The realization of this idea will be like an explosion in the minds of the masses. The European people refusing to die, fighting back, reclaiming what is theirs, and driving away those who have done nothing but bad, have turned their societies into perfect, totally unbearable to live in. Yes, indeed, that is going to be most interesting to see.